I hope you can hear me. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Constructionism and Creativity 2014. It is a pleasure for me to have you all here in Vienna. My name is Gerald Futschek. I'm one of the chairs of this conference, and I'm so glad that I could organize with my team this conference. And you have learned already some people of the team, and you see these people with the black shirts. These are the people who are helping you during the conference. These are my students. But before I talk, I want to introduce to you Professor Tjoa. He's the director of the Institute of Software Technology and Interactive Systems of our university, and he represents the Technical University today, and he will open, he's one of the people who will open the conference. Please.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased and proud to welcome you at the Vienna University of Technology. Constructionism and Creativity 2014, which is, as far as I know, the third conference under this name after Constructionism 2010 in Paris and 2012 in Athens. The Constructionism events, scientific events, carry on the tradition of the biannual meetings of the Euro-Logo community. It started in Dublin as early as 1987. I know Gerald was always active in this community already, and even my kids learned some logo with him. So these are the roots. With this Constructionism 2014, researchers from many participating countries have the opportunity to be updated on the progress of research and development in the so important domain of learning by doing, which was always the main principle also of our university here. It was founded in 1815, following the concepts of the École Polytechnique in Paris, in France, which was founded during the French Revolution 1794, to set up an appropriate center of learning for the new engineers. In Austria, as a contrahand of France, saw here there's a gap we have to fill. So we follow this revolutionary tradition of the Enlightenment and French Revolution and founded this university. And it was always the tradition of this university that its students should mainly be focused on constructing innovative devices, artifacts, based on a solid foundation of science, mathematics, and engineering. So that's why I'm very happy to have you here today. And as a computer scientist, I'm convinced that the conference with a tradition based on logo will give important impulses for learning by doing and also for innovative computational thinking to us and also to our K-12 children, schools, with the pupils in the age of 6 to 18. And I think the concept of Constructionism, which have led to development like also Lego, Mindstorms, are extremely important approaches for the kids of the 21st century. Developments like Logo and Scratch, I'm very happy to have you here as a keynote speaker, are important impulses for the K-12 education and also for the research and development in the long run in the interests of society. I hope that this conference will stimulate a continued exchange among the participants. I saw you are already a community anyway. And with this conference, I look forward to a growing number of specific advances in Constructionism approaches. I wish you fruitful days of discussions and also pleasant days in Vienna. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Armin Tjoa. Thank you, Armin Tjoa, for your introduction. And the next speaker comes from the other organization who organizes this conference. One is our institute at our university, and the other one is the Austrian Computer Society. And now we have the president of the Austrian Computer Society, Reinhard Goebl, also to open this conference.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have the pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Austrian Computer Society, which is supporting this event also. So what the OCG, Austrian Computer Society, is doing, it's a typically scientific society, like some are existing in other countries also, like Gesellschaft Informatik or Switzerland, and maybe ACM is a little bit bigger than we are, but at the end there are similar ideas. So the aim is to foster IT, in particular including all these interferences with man and society. So there's also the human behavior topic. And if I look at your program, I think we are really at home, to say that very shortly. And allow me a remark on the content. Maybe I didn't have really understood everything. I'm not the expert of your topic, but modeling and simulation, that's a very, very fundamental element in the whole IT and informatics thinking. We all know that. So to combine this modeling with constructionism and creativity, I think that's really a great idea. And I congratulate the designers of the conference and you as the auditorium to deal with such a topic. So I hope you will come back with a lot of new and individual impressions, new ideas, new contacts, and I hope also that you have a friendly stay here in Vienna. So come back as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Reinhard and Armin Tjoa, for the introduction. And now I want to give some organizational information. we need at the beginning of each conference. I also want to say welcome, and I hope you had a good flight and a good trip to Vienna. We have prepared good weather. It is not hot. It will be more cold this week and maybe a little rainy, but it's not so bad for a conference. And I'm so happy because most of the work is already done for this conference. You had so many beautiful contributions, and we had a lot of reviews and preparation work. So now we can celebrate. We can celebrate what we have done so far. Yes? This is a good moment now. And we have 83 contributions that were accepted by the program committee. We have workshops. Some of you already registered for the workshops. We have an additional one. It was Brian who wrote I asked you yesterday, this was in the very last moment, because one of the workshops on Friday is cancelled, and he said, yes, of course, I do this. I do a SNAP workshop on Friday, yes? So you can also register for SNAP. And we have demos, posters will be there the whole week. I hope the poster presenters will bring the posters as soon as possible and put it on the walls. And we have about 120 registered participants from 22 different countries. And most of them are from United States, then many from Thailand, 17 from Thailand. The third group is United Kingdom, and then Austria, Cyprus. Yes, we have many from Cyprus. And so on. You see, we have many countries, and not all of them are native speakers. So this is for the native speakers, yes, please speak slowly. As I do. I'm not a native speaker, so I speak slowly and hopefully understandable for everybody. And this is very important because we have time for presentation. You have time to do this. Yes. And we can celebrate it, because this is good. And everything is included in the conference fee. I think this was one of my goals. All social events, yes. You don't have to register. You have just to come. Please come to the social events. We have prepared wonderful things. And only the excursion on Saturday. This is after the conference. This is to pay. But everything else is included. Lunches, everything. Eating, drinking. Also this evening you can come to our welcome. We drink a cocktail and have some finger food, and so that will be nice. So we have reception this evening at our university, that's here. We have a city hall reception tomorrow. This is a wonderful building. You see, this is a Gothic style building, and we go inside and see everything, and we have a reception from the major. The major will not come, it will come one of the other politicians. But I know him, he speaks very good English. He will give an English talk there. Very good. And we have conference dinner and excursion on Thursday. And there we will go to Klosterneuburg. This is a little bit outside of Vienna. It is situated at the Danube River in the middle of vineyards. And it's a very old, it is now 900 years old this year, 900 years. Founded 1114. And there are still some very old parts there from the building. And there we go for wine tasting, and for people who don't like to drink wine, we have also juices, different fruit juices for tasting. Yes. And then we go to a typical Viennese restaurant. This is typical, it's simple and typical. And there we will have music and everything in the dinner. The post-conference you can book. There was no possibility to book it up now, but you can book it at the conference desk. It is on Saturday. We go by boat to we go by bus to the boat, and then there's a boat on the Danube, and then we have some lunch, we have some typical drinking and eating, and we go back, and we are back in Vienna at 19 o'clock. I think I say 19 and not 7 p.m. Yes, all our dates are 24 hours. Yes. I hope it's nice for you. Okay, and all accompanying persons can book all these social events extra if they want. If you have somebody with you, they can register also for the city hall excursion and post-conference excursion. And if they like, they can come to this evening. But there's no ticket. Yes, they can. And we have constructions everywhere here, as you can see. We have the street here. We have new gas and water pipes are constructed. And the frontage of our building is renewed. It is isolated, and because next year we have the 200 years of our university celebration, so it must look nice, everything. And we hope that because of these constructions, many people can better learn at our university, hopefully. And sometimes we have program changes, there are not many, but we also have one today. Look at the board outside, and today we have Karen Brennan instead of Kylie Pepler. Kylie Pepler sends best wishes to you. She's not ill, but her baby was ill and she cannot travel with her now. So this is best greetings from her to everybody. So we have no keynote from Kylie Pepler, but now then we have more time today for the other keynotes. And Karen Brennan was scheduled tomorrow, and is now presenting today. She's filling her gap. Okay? And now the opening is nearly finished. And as we have it in Vienna, in the opening, we always have music. In Vienna we have a lot of music, and you know Johann Strauss. And he was one of the students here at our university, and he has composed the Electro 4 polka. And the Electro 4 polka is played by the Vienna University of Technology Orchestra. We have a student orchestra, they are playing this, and it is live from internet. I hope I can find it. Where is it? Yeah, this one? Okay. prepared. What we want is a vibrant, great, interesting, inspiring, challenging, and open-minded conference. A lot of learning, discussing, thinking, inventing, and celebrating, of course. And it is now also time for the first session. We have two keynote speakers at the beginning. We have Mitchell Resnick from MIT and Edith Ackermann from MIT. And we start with Mitchell. Mitchell, please.